Good evening, welcome to the show. If you're up in the Saratoga area tomorrow, we have a juicy card featuring the Alabama, but there will be no breakfast program. Gates will open at 9 a.m. You come in, there'll be breakfast, continental breakfast available, but no backstretch and no public workouts. 9 a.m. tomorrow, gates open. A lot of races today, some of them quite long. Let's get to it right after this. Wide open claiming race is the first. It's at 7 furlongs. These are 3-year-olds. They're all in for $35,000. Take a look at that board. Ain't Saratoga wonderful?
And they're off. On the inside, there goes The Sky's the Limit, and down toward the rail, it's Hello, Hello, Hello. Hello, 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 a short lead. The Sky's the Limit right up there to challenge early. Everly has come out running in third. Whisper of Romance is fourth. Any Kind of Love fifth on the far outside. Sabotage is sixth toward the rail, followed by Logical Manner is running in seventh. Sea Shelley is eighth, about 8 lengths from the lead. Sports Authority is down inside now. That's 3 decades in between horses. On the far outside, Lucky Marty, who's second to last going into the far turn. High Terrace trails the field. The opening half mile went in a lively 22 and 2/5 seconds. Hello, 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 and The Sky's the Limit continue to match strides on the lead. 2.5 lengths back. Everly rallies now third. Whisper of Romance is running in fourth. Lucky Marty on the move now on the far outside from fifth. Down toward the rail, Logical Manner is running sixth as they come to the top of the stretch. The Sky's the Limit. A short lead as they turn for home. Hello, 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 still trying to hang in there. Logical Manner just in behind the lead and looking for a way out. Lucky Marty appears on the far outside. And High Terrace is posing well. They're coming down to the final furlong. The Sky's the Limit, short lead on the outside. High Terrace now grabbing the lead. The Sky's the Limit is second. Sea Shelley making a belated run toward the rail. 50 yards from home. And it's High Terrace beginning to pull away in the final yard. Sea Shelley second, close for third.
This was so tough on paper, a player could go broke before the first was over. If you're looking for a filly that wanted the distance, she's about to win it. This is one of about 2 or 3 in the race that looked like they'd like the 7th. George St. Angelo, Louis Pareco, Birdsdeck Mejian, Colin O'Brien, and the hot rider, Jean-Luc Samine. High Terrace, 18:28 and 5:30. Sea Shelley, 5:50, 4:20. Sports Authority, 7.5, 10.6 exactly, $95. The second is 6.5 furlongs. The maiden filly, 2-year-olds. The fastest filly that ever lived is obviously in the race. She's number 4, Pearl City, Jerry Bailey.
And they're off. Pearl City comes out to get a short lead, but just to her inside, it's Chantilly Lake. It's Pearl City by a head. Chantilly Lake second on the inside by a half. On the outside, Questris up with the pace third. A length and a half. Lily Moore is now fourth on the outside. Water Street between horses fifth. Last Boat East down inside sixth. And Casco Passage is the trailer, but she's only 5.5 lengths from the lead. Up front, Pearl City trying to hold the lead under intense pressure here. The quarter in 21 and 4/5 seconds. Questris right there, keeping the pressure up on front-running favorite Pearl City. A length and a half behind, and Lily Moore now edging up to the third on the outside. Chantilly Lake is back running in fourth. Water Street's in between horses, fifth by 3. Last Boat East under a ride, now dropping 6 or 7 lengths from the lead. And the trailer is Casco Passage. As the field turns for home, it's Pearl City, who's been under pressure the whole way, still holding the lead. It's now beginning to edge away from Questris. Pearl City will pass the 8th pole with the widening lead. Questris left reeling back in second. Farther back at Chantilly Lake and Water Street. The others are too far behind. It's going to be Pearl City, and Pearl City is going to win this as much the best today. Pearl City.
It's the way you want them to win. This is a nice homebred, a Carson City filly from William T. Young, D. Wayne Lucas, and Jerry Bailey. Reasonably impressive. Wins with something left. And she returns. 340, 280, 250. Questris 420, 320. Water Street 370. Quinella 466, 940. Exacta 46. 1340. The double, 10 and 4, 32.80. Here's the third. They're going 1 mile and 1/8. These are maidens. They are 3 and up. The favorite, the 1A, Testimonial, John Velasquez.
And they're off. Better Than Gold out after the lead. Testimonial off a bit slowly, but is now sprinting up quickly on the inside. Tuning up 3 wide. West Fork hung way out there as they go into the turn. Morty's Kid tucks in behind the lead and Saving Ground. Quite a Story and Maypo at the back of the pack as they make their way around the first turn. Testimonial in front with a pesky Better Than Gold right alongside to keep the pressure up in the early going through a quarter in 24 seconds flat. Just in behind the front runners, West Fork now settles down, third on the outside. And then it's Morty's Kid down on the inside, Saving Ground in fourth. Maypo and Quite a Story running together. Tuning up is now the trailer. Moving down the backstretch, Better Than Gold and Testimonial continue to share the lead. It is Testimonial by a head. Better Than Gold still right there with Morty's Kid in behind them. The half went in 48 and 3/5 seconds. And now Testimonial shakes loose from long shot Better Than Gold. West Fork getting into gear on the outside and down toward the inside. Morty's Kid nowhere to go, fourth. Maypo beginning to pick it up now, followed by Quite a Story and tuning up around the far turn. It is still Testimonial. Now the challenger is West Fork. Testimonial 3/4 of a length. West Fork second. Maypo has rallied now, third on the outside. And that's Morty's Kid now fourth toward the rail. Better Than Gold has dropped out of it. Moving around that tiring horse goes Quite a Story. The field turning for home. And Testimonial, John Velasquez asking more from Testimonial. He's getting it. Testimonial spurts away to a 3-length lead as they come to the final furlong marker. Morty's Kid down inside, West Fork on the outside. Those two both giving chase. It's still Testimonial in front by 3 at the 16th pole with West Fork and Morty's Kid, who will be second and third.
Not my kind of favorite, but off his sprint, which was very fast. If he could get the distance, he's going to win. I don't even know whether he got the distance, but nobody behind him wanted it. John Caputo, Marvin Hughes, Sandy Wong, Dominic Schettino, John Velasquez, running through the stretch like a broken field runner. 584, 340. West Fork 420, 340. Morty's Kid 690. The 1-7. 2780. Here's the fourth. This is a sprint. These are 3 and up. The claiming tag's 50,000. I didn't get the claims today, but I'm told there was a shake for the number one of the chalks, McCullough.
And they're off. McCullough and Rollicking Trick hook up early, and Rollicking Trick aggressively ridden to take the early lead, and McCullough backs off to run second. There's a break of 5 back to Hobgoblin Detox. Golden Tent is the early trailer as Rollicking Trick goes on a roll, throws down the gauntlet early, and opens up a 3-length lead and runs an opening quarter in 22 and 1/5 seconds. With McCullough now taking aim and moving to the outside. It's a break of 6 back to Hobgoblin and Detox. Golden Tent trailing the field around the far turn. Here comes McCullough after Rollicking Trick. It is McCullough who grabs the lead as they come to the top of the stretch. McCullough by a head. Rollicking Trick down inside second by 4. Followed by Hobgoblin third. Detox in between horses on the outside. Golden Tent picking it up. Top of the stretch, McCullough and Rollicking Trick continues to do battle, but the others are closing in. Hobgoblin is coming hard, and Golden Tent is rallying on the far outside. Rollicking Trick and McCullough have thrown in the towel. It's Hobgoblin and Golden Tent. Hobgoblin, Golden Tent, heads up and down. Here's the line. Hobgoblin.
Who closes to the wire? The one with the recent race over the track gets it. The Dogwood Stable, Peter Vestal, Pat Day, Hobgoblin nosing out Golden Tent and returning. 1365, 2310, Golden Tent, 380, 260, Rollicking Trick, 280. Quinella 344, 320, 240. Exacta 34, 5150. The pick 3, I think it was the biggest one. The 413, $118.50. Here's the fifth. They're going 6.5 furlongs. These are 2-year-olds. Non-winners are 2. Heavy favorite here. The number 3 Trader, Julie Crone.
And they're off. On the outside, let's go to Dodge and Cassia Shreya. Down toward the inside, Gatebuster is there, Shammy Davis, and here's Esteemed Friend. It's Gatebuster and Esteemed Friend to go head-to-head in the early going. Shammy Davis just in behind them third. Then it's Let's Get Out of Dodge now. Let's go to Dodge, running in fourth, a break of 4 to Haint. Trader got off to a slow beginning as second to last, and the trailer is Cassia Shreya into the far turn. It's Esteemed Friend in front, with Gatebuster right alongside through a sharp quarter in 22 seconds flat. Shammy Davis looms just outside the lead third. Let's Go to Dodge's fourth by 2.5. Trader has made steady progress and is drawn within 5 lengths of the lead as they approach the quarter pole. Paint is second to last. Cachetria trails the field. As the field turns for home, Gatebuster Shammy Davis on the outside. On the rail, Esteemed Friend under the whip. Farther back, Trader is fourth, followed by Haint coming to the last furlong. Shammy Davis! Shammy Davis is in front. Shammy Davis by 2 lengths. Haint is now running second, and down inside Gatebuster third. Trader on the outside fourth. They're coming to the finish. And it's Shammy Davis. 2.5 length winner.
Now, our director, Mitch Levitas, had this. He does a great Shammy Davis impersonation. This horse run down to Philadelphia Park, comes up here, has to improve to beat these, and does. Hidden Lane Farm, Guadalupe Preciado, and Mike Smith. Shammy Davis, 29.10, 420. Haint, $493. The favorite a bit wide, Trader, $250. 4-5 exacta, $98. Try 4-5-3, $283.50. Here's the 6th, a 1.8 over the inner turf. Fillies and mares 3 and up. Now one is the 3 other men. Even money, number 6, Sisterella, Jose Santos.
And they're off. Soft Spot comes away first. Here comes Sisterella on the outside, up and after the lead. And Sisterella takes charge in the early going. Soft Spot backs off, reined in to run in second. On the outside, Assertive Dancer is third, and Chris's Diamond skims the rail in fourth position with Hawaiian Brave alongside her. Ya Yumel is under stout restraint at the back of the pack as the field moves into the clubhouse turn with Sisterella loose on the lead. She's out there by 2.5. Soft Spot rating in second. Assertive Dancer is third. Down inside, it's Chris's Diamond, the ground-saving trip so far, followed by Hawaiian Brave and an unhurried Ya Yumel loping along at the back of the pack. The opening quarter goes in 23 4/5 seconds. The opening half mile in a moderate 48 3. Jose Santos with a hold of the leader Sisterella in front by a controlled length over Soft Spot, running along in second with a half mile to go. Assertive Dancer is in the clear with a clear shot at the lead on the outside, running in third. On the rail, it's Chris's Diamond. Hawaiian Braves in between horses. It's another 3 to Ya Yumel, still trading the field. Around the far turn, Sisterella still in front and still in hand. Sisterella, the heavy favorite, still in control of the race, in complete command, coming past the quarter pole. Leads by 2. Soft Spot still running second. Down inside, Chris's Diamond will come with her run. They're coming down to the last furlong now, and Jose Santos asking Sisterella for run. He leads by 2 with the furlong to go. On the inside, Chris's Diamond second. Soft Spot is there. Assertive Dancer on the outside. It's still Sisterella, but the pack is closing in fast. In between horses, Chris's Diamond. On the outside, Soft Spot, Chris's Diamond, Soft Spot.
From control of the race to out of control of the race. You can credit this win to Shane Sellers, Mr. Shane Sellers, on the hedge every step of the way. That's the difference between his mare and the horses finishing second and third. Terry Raymond, Kyle Nagel, Dale Roman, Shane Sellers. Chris's Diamond, 27.43.90, Soft Spot 7.64, Assertive Dancer 280, the 2-1, $139.50. Here's the 7, 6.5 furlongs, 3 and up, allowance conditions, even money on Spanos with Jerry Bailey.
They're off. Blissful State and Pirate Performer strike out for the lead together. King's Fiction has speed. King's Fiction up to take a short lead, but Pirate Performer counters immediately. It's Pirate Performer in front by a neck. King's Fiction second. Blissful State backs off to run in third. Down on the inside is Spanos fourth. In between horses, Placid Fund and Middleman at the back. Tight back, 3 lengths front to back. Up front, King's Fiction by a head. Pirate Performer pressing through a quarter in 22 2/5 seconds. So they're outside. Blissful State running third and caught 3 wide. And it's another 2 lengths back to Placid Fund and Spanos running together. Another 3.5 to the trailer, Middleman. Around the far turn, King's Fiction, Pirate Performer, and Blissful State. The 3 of them arrive at the quarter pole together with Spanos hemmed in at the fence and Placid Fun, who swings to the outside. Off the turn and into the stretch. King's Fiction. The rail has opened up for Spanos, and Jerry Bailey sends him on through. Blissful State there on the outside. Blissful State, Spanos Head-to-head coming to the final 100 yards. King's Fiction's now third. Blissful State veers in. Spanos holds his course. Blissful State veering in again, but in front on the line. Blissful State by a head.
Third Stewart Inquiry in about a couple of days, but this one is coming down. Keep your eye on number 6, Blissful State, Jorge Chavez. Watch his last crunch of the right-handed stick is when he's going to go over and knock Jerry Bailey. It's not, I mean, you could say it's a judgmental call, but watch when he hits again. Now watch his hand. He's going to do this, and this is going to be the end for him. Bingo. Oops, oops. Gone. A lot of people thought Jerry's horse came out. The stewards did not. They took the horse down, and they moved up Spanos. For the Paulsons, Billy Mott and Jerry Bailey. 430, 280, 240. Place second, Blissful State. 320, 270. King's Fiction, 310. The 1/6 exacta, $12.80. 38th running, Bernard Baruch, grade 2, mile and 1/8 over the Mellon Turf Course. The favorite is the number 3, Green Means Go, Jerry Bailey.
And they're off. Turk Passer sets out for the lead. Toward the outside, Marcy's Ensign. Down toward the inside, Brave Note. Lost Soldiers in between horses. Compadre on the outside. Under the line the first time, and Marcy's Ensign has a short early lead. Turk Passer is down inside, running second, with Lost Soldier in behind. Compadre rating just outside the leaders. Same Old Wish had to steady. Brave Note down inside. I'll Fax You had to take up sharply round the turn. Turk Passer has the lead now by a length. Marcy's Ensign running second. Lost Soldier third. Compadre fourth on the outside. Green Means Go in the thick of it, running in fifth. Same Old Wish 3 wide, 6th. Brave Note down inside, running in 7th position. Bolo Sheen is at the back of the pack with My Mogul and I'll Fax You, who had that trouble on the first turn. Moving up the backstretch, it's Turk Passer with the short lead. Compadre taking the race to him now. Compadre coming after the lead in earnest. Same Old Wish is third on the outside. Then it's Marcy's Ensign fourth. Lost Soldier down inside fifth. Green Means Go is only 3 lengths from the lead with less than a half mile to go. Bolo Sheen is in within striking range, only 5 lengths from the front. Then Brave Note, My Mogul, and I'll Fax You. As the field rounds the far turn, it's Compadre. Compadre taking charge. Turk Passer left behind second, but here comes Green Means Go. It's Compadre in front. Green Means Go running second. Bolo Sheen is coming with his run now on the outside third. Then down toward the inside, it's a weakened Turk Passer. Same Old Wish has faded to fifth. My Mogul takes to the far outside, and they're at the top of the stretch. Compadre in a pull-out drive, trying to hold off the oncoming Bolo Sheen on the outside. Green Means Go continues to battle away. Compadre desperately trying to hold Bolo Sheen. Bolo Sheen has a short lead. Green Means Go. Compadre down inside. Brave Note too late. Bolo Sheen has won.
Happy trainer here. Milo Callahan said, I won't come to Saratoga till I have some ammunition. He's got a bit of it today. This horse ran well at Arlington, comes up here like Saratoga. He rushes it into this race, and he's about to win it. The Stoner Side Stable, Milo Callahan, Pat Day, Bolo Sheen. 1360, 480, 370. Green Means Go, 290, 260. Compadre, 540. Exacta 9-3's 34.60. The try, Matt Graves gave that out at the Paddock Club as a box, 346.50. Pick 3, 219, $790. And what would we like more than a carryover for the Alabama? 5 of 6, 2,668. Nobody picked 6, 72,000 plus. Here's the finale, 1.5 miles over the inner turf, 3 and up. Now wins a race on the maiden, claiming a start. A lukewarm Senor Jerry Bailey.
And they're off. Major Distinction immediately sent to the front. Down inside Senor. Senor has come out second, taken under a hard hold. Alongside Senor is United Congress. Charlie Cush is fourth. Then Sublime Season fifth toward the inside. Al Zeus running on the outside in 6th position. Dangerous Ground is 7th, followed by Dances, who's running 8th on the outside. El Grampa is second to last, and Bert's Bunch is content with a position at the back of the pack as they make their way into the stretch for the first time. Charlie Cush was taken wide by United Congress. Major Distinction hugged the fence. Major Distinction still the controlling speed as they move by us for the first time. Charlie Cush is at a wide trip, second on the outside, and a little tough to handle. United Congress is in between horses, running on willingly toward the inside. Senor is at a good trip while saving ground in 4th position. Al Zeus had made steady progress. He's now 5th and running 3 wide, heading for the turn. Sublime Season hugs the hedge. In between horses, it's dangerous ground. Then it's Dances and a break of 4 to Il Grappa and Bird's Bunch. Major Distinction continues to lead the way, but there's pressure coming now from Charlie Cush. The opening half mile went in a dawdling 50 seconds flat, but the cadence is quickening as they begin their run into the backstretch. Charlie Cush getting ahead in front of Major Distinction. Senor tracking intently 3rd. Then it's United Congress racing in 4th. On the outside, Al Zeus now moving into 4th position. United Congress tailing off into 5th. Dances moving up methodically on the outside. Then Sublime Season, followed by Dangerous Ground. Farther back, Bird's Bunch, Il Grappa is the trailer as the field moves into the far turn. It's Charlie Cush and Senor. Charlie Cush a half length, Senor trying to get by him. And then it's Al Zeus running in 3rd. Dances on the outside is 4th. Sublime Season 5th toward the inside. A break of 4 back to United Congress. Major Distinction has stopped suddenly and trails the field as they turn for home. Top of the stretch, Charlie Cush and Senor doing battle. Senor and Charlie Cush giving their all. Senor short lead. Charlie Cush gives it up on the outside. Here comes Dances along with Al Zeus, who's got another gear for the last 16th. It is Senor. Al Zeus coming powerfully. Senor, Al Zeus, here's the line. No! Photo finish.
Love when a mile and a half ends up this tight, and it was tight. Senor, that's Jerry Bailey riding the favorite for Wilfredo Augusti Jr. and Amon Saidan. David Donk, the trainer, and the reason I'm saying that, they won it by a nose, as you can see. The winner is Senor. 7, 430 and 3. Alzi is 744.90. Dancers 310. Exacta 210, $60. Try 210, 9, 197.50. Double 9 and 2, 62.50. Here's the early ones for Alabama Day. In the first, take out the 10, Miss Gold Piece. In the 6th, the 12, Sovereign Gem, right through the 15, Rapid Selection, and through to the 18, Noble Cause. In the 7th, the 2, Sakim, and the 4, Rocking Josh. We were watching that steward's inquiry together. Everybody becomes a steward. 5 people in the room, 5 different opinions. I won the pool. I said when Chavez hit that horse with the right hand the last 2 times and went into Jerry, he was a goner. That's what makes the game fun. Didn't wager, so the opinion is completely impartial. Good night. May the horse be with you. Good evening. Welcome to the show. We drew the Travers today, field of 7. Louis drew the inside. Dr. Caton drew the out. The other 5 are right between them. Another beautiful day here. It is warm, but the humidity is really bearable. It's very nice up here. Come on up. But remember, Travers Day, we really expect to have a good crowd. Right back with the first of 10, including the big one over the jumps. Here's the opener. It's 7 furlongs, fillies and mares, 3 and up, claiming tags 35,000. The favorite, the number 5, Flirtatious Wonder with Shane Sellers.
And they're off. Darned Alarming. And Home in Kentucky get out first. Rain Mom was off to a good beginning. Flirtatious Wonder is alongside Rain Mom running in fourth. Wild Plum, fifth and on the outside. Then it's Hilda May, and J'Approuve is the early trailer. Moving up the backstretch, Home in Kentucky with a two-pronged challenge. From the inside from Rain Mom and from the outside from Darned Alarming. Farthest out into the track, Wild Plum, up close to the pace fourth. Then it's the gray Flirtatious Wonder, 2.5 back to Hilda May, being nudged along by Pat Day. J'Approuve still trailing the field. The opening quarter over the fast track went in 23 1/5 seconds. As the field moves into the far turn, Rain Mom has a short lead. Home in Kentucky counters immediately. Those two inseparable on the turn. Wild Plum sitting in perfect striking position just outside the lead. Flirtatious Wonder is running in fourth. 2.5 lengths back to a retreating Darned Alarming. Moving through to her inside, it's Hilda May. J'Approuve gets in gear on the far outside. Coming to the top of the stretch, they ran a half in 46 4. And it's Home in Kentucky who forges to a short lead. Rain Mom, Flirtatious Wonder comes out for the drive in third position. Wild Plum, J'Approuve is fifth at the 8th pole. Home in Kentucky opening up on the field with a burst of energy. It's Home in Kentucky by 4. J'Approuve moving to second.
Remember they were putting Gasper away? Try putting him away now. There goes Home in Kentucky. He's got his second winner, Barbara Davis, Gasper Mochera, Mike Smith, Home in Kentucky, 8:55, 260. J'Approuve, 14, 440. Flirtatious Wonder, 250. The 1-3, 130, 150. Second is 6 furlongs. He's a maiden, 2-year-olds. They are state breds. The favorite, the number 6, Tomlin's Flag, Robbie Davis.
And they're off. Little Orphan Groovy gets out first in the far outside. He's so smart, off to an alert beginning. Tomlin's Flag is there. Slice of Light comes up on the inside from fourth. Then it's Powder off, well out into the track fifth. Happy Bumpkins on the inside is now sixth, followed by Fred X, who's back to seventh. Then it's Dreamin' Dean 8th, followed by Bahama Guy 9th. Then toward the inside, Shady Guy running near the back of the pack along with Pamphlet War and the trailer Cairo's Bid as they round the far turn. Tomlin's Flag breezing along on the lead. Zipped a quarter in 22 2 and has a clear lead by 2 lengths as they round the far turn. And that's a Little Orphan Groovy, second in between horses. Down toward the inside, it's He's So Smart. Powder off on the far outside, coming wide into the stretch. Just in behind the front four, Happy Blumpkins. And toward the inside, Slice of Light. At the top of the stretch, it's still Tomlin's Flag. Spurts away. Tomlin's Flag spurts away to a 4-length lead. On the rail, Happy Blumpkins coming up now to be second. Then it's He's So Smart third. And on the far outside, Bahama Boy closing belatedly. But it's going to be Tomlin's Flag.
Favorite about to blow them away. Tomlin's Flag, easiest kind of winner. Janice R. DiDonato, Angel Penner Jr., Robbie Davis, 550, 363. The entry runs 2-3. Bahama Boy, 460, 510. Happy Blumpkins the same. Pinella 166, 112.40. Exacta 6 and 1, 21.40. And the double 1 and 6, 25.20. Here's the third. If you're betting pick threes, you got a refund coming. 5.5 furlongs. Maiden filly, 2-year-old. Late scratch number 6. Hey Baby, Wake Up. Favorite, Miss Starduster.
They're off. Microscope stumbled leaving the gate. And on the outside, there goes Mysteriosa with a rush to the command early. Mysteriosa takes the lead. Miss Starduster now moving quickly to second. Microscope is now running third. Star 6-6 on the outside is fourth. See You in Saratoga shuffled back to fifth. Pilfer Proof is sixth. And then it's day after Labor Day. Now second to last, and the trailer is 17 below. They're rounding the far turn. It's Mysteriosa with a short lead after a quarter in 22 3/5 seconds. Ms. Starduster right with her on the outside, second by 2.5. But it's still Mysteriosa who lets it out another notch. Opens up 2.5 on Ms. Starduster. A break of 3 back to Microscope down on the rail third. On the outside, Star 6-6 is a weakening fourth. They're coming into the last furlong. Art Madrid gets to work on Mysteriosa. Now going left-handed, still leading by 1.5 lengths. Ms. Starduster doing her best. Coming on, second on the outside. Farther back, See You in Saratoga. Final 100 yards, Mysteriosa trying to hold on. Here comes Ms. Starduster. Last gas plunge. It's going to be close. Oh, too close to call.
They elected her, the first from John Kimmel, and the election was correct. Virginia Layton, John Kimmel, Mike Smith, Ms. Starduster getting up in the final jumps to catch the speed. And returning, 520, 360, 270. Mysteriosa, 520, 390. See You in Saratoga, rough trip for that one, 340. 7.5, 31.40. Here's the fourth. They're going 1 mile and 8. These are fillies and mares 3 and up. Now one's a race other than heavy favorite, the 2-entry Reliable Lady and Scenic Point.
They're off. There goes a Wild Favor, aggressively ridden to get to the early lead. Mike Smith on a mission to get a Wild Favor in front, and they clear the field as they move into the first turn. Yukata comes away second, guided over to the inside quickly, just over the heels of Reliable Lady. On the outside, Camden Hills is now moving from third to be second. Yukata is now back running in third, and Reliable Lady, a bit hard to handle at this juncture, is now fourth. There's a break of 5.5 back to Scenic Point, is followed by Roswell Brit. The trailer is Cassatt, making their way into the backstretch. The Wild Favor hounded by Camden Hills. The opening quarter went in 23 and 4/5 seconds. It's a break of 3 to Reliable Lady on the outside of Yukata. A break of another 6 to Scenic Point. Then Cassatt. The trailer is Roswell Brit. Moving up the backstretch. Up front, the leader still a Wild Favor. Just off the flank of the front runner is Camden Hills. 2.5 lengths back to Reliable Lady, who has made steady progress now to run third. A break of another 3 back to Yukata. Then Scenic Point, Cassatt called on for run. Roswell Brit at the back of the pack. The opening half mile went in 47 and 4/5 seconds. It's still a Wild Favor in front. Through 3/4 in 1:12 and 4. Camden Hills right there on the outside. Yukata pinned down toward the rail. Scenic Point is moving fast in the far outside. And Reliable Lady has been shuffled back to 6th. They turn for home, and there goes Yukata. Yukata with a decisive move on the inside by Jerry Bailey to the lead. Yukata's in front, but Scenic Point is closing in second on the outside. The early leader, a Wild Favor, is third, down to the final 16th. Yukata still in front, a half length. Scenic Point wearing her down. Yukata ahead. Scenic Point nose to nose on the line. Photo finish.
A close finish, but it was one at the top of the stretch when Jerry Bailey found that opening along the inside, made up 5 lengths there. There's no question the second horse is faster, but when they pay, it'll be Yukata. Madeline Paulson, Billy Mott, Jerry Bailey. 860, 270, 210, Scenic Point 210, 210, Wild Favor 210, the Quinella 1221, 570, Exacta 12, $16. Here's the real pick 3. 3 of 3 pays $72. And if you use Hey Baby Wake Up in the middle, 3 of 3, $23.40. Here's the 5th. They're sprinting. These are maiden fillies and mares. They are 3 and up. The favorite here, 2 of them. The 2-entry and the number 5 Awake.
And they're off. Hudra gets out fast. Awake has early speed. Lizzie's Pleasure down inside. Awake to the lead. On the inside, Lizzie's Pleasure is running second. Don't Hit on Me on the far outside is third. Could Be Queen is fourth. In between horses, Budra, Extraterrestrial on the move on the outside from 5th. Inquisitive Look running in 6th position. And then in between horses, Uno Dos is now running in 7th. And Playful Valentine wide and now moving from 8th. At the back of the pack are Patty Bird and Bell Dancer as the field rounds the far turn. It's Extraterrestrial in a head-to-head duel here with Don't Hit on Me. And the 2 of them going at it full bore around the far turn, the opening quarter in 22 and 1/5 seconds. It's 5 lengths back to Inquisitive Look. On the outside now 3rd. Awake is 4th toward the inside. Budra has faded to 5th. They're at the top of the stretch. Extraterrestrial and Don't Hit on Me continue a sustained speed duel as they come down to the final furlong. And down toward the inside, it's Awake, then Inquisitive Look. Boudreaux switched out for the drive. Final 16th. Still Extraterrestrial with a narrow lead. Don't Hit on Me running on well. It's still Extraterrestrial, Don't Hit on Me. And Extraterrestrial prevails. Don't Hit on Me second. Close.
Thursday morning, my grandchildren were feeding this filly a carrot. But they're not here today. They're at Great Escape. I'm here. H. Morgan Tesher told Jan Rushton, pointing this one for the turf. Just giving her a little race here. But he was seen making a big bet. Craig Singer, the owner. H. Morgan Tesher. Shane Sellers, Extraterrestrial. 54.50, 17.80, 12.60. Don't Hit on Me, 373. Boudra. The young apprentice, Philip Tator, hits the board again. 11.20. 10-2's 178. Try. 10-2-8. $3,589. Here's the 6th, a mile and 1/8. These are 3 and up. Now winners are 3 other than Heavy favorite on the outside. Aluminum pad off, Mr. Bluebird, Mike Smith on.
And they're off. Mr. Bluebird comes out in stride. Base flag kept close early. Bull in the Heather is off to a sharp beginning, and in between horses out from under into the first turn, and Mr. Bluebird trying to clear the field. Mr. Bluebird from his outside post now taking charge. Bull in the Heather running second out from under his third, and Abe's flag is taken to the outside fourth. There's a break of 3 back to Saratoga Dandy, and the trailer is Kristen's Baby. Into the backstretch, Mr. Bluebird pounding clear by 2. Out from under second by 2 lengths. Abe's flag on the outside, edging up from third now. Bull in the Heather is fourth, dropping about 4.5 lengths off the pace of Mr. Bluebird. There's a break of 3 to Saratoga Dandy and Kristen's Baby. The opening quarter went in 23 2/5 seconds. Mr. Bluebird runs a solid half mile here in 47 seconds flat. Mr. Bluebird continues to run along at his own strong pace. Out from under racing second. Abe's flag poised on the outside, just off the lead, 2 lengths from it. And Bull in the Heather coming under a ride as they enter the far turn. A break of 2.5 back to Kristen's Baby. Migliori wants more from that one. Saratoga Dandy still trailing the field around the far turn. The favorite is still in control at this juncture. It's Mr. Bluebird maintaining a clear advantage over out from under. Bull in the Heather. Kristen's Baby is picking it up as they near the top of the stretch. Abe's flag and Saratoga Dandy. The field turns for home. It's Mr. Bluebird still in front. Mr. Bluebird 2.5 lengths. Out from under, Kristen's Baby under a pull-out drive on the outside. Down to the last furlong. Mr. Bluebird tested. Mr. Bluebird clear by 2. On the outside, Kristen's Baby putting in a late run. Kristen's Baby getting closer. Mr. Bluebird a length. Kristen's Baby on the outside. Here's Kristen's Baby to get it. Kristen's Baby nails Mr. Bluebird and the shot.
You think the report of Gasper's demise was a bit premature? About to get himself the second one today under a good hustling ride by Richard Migliori. Barbara Davis, Gasper Mochera, and Richard, Kristen's Baby. 1044, 280, Mr. Bluebird 290, 240, out from under 280, the 1/6, $27.20. Here's the 7th, a mile and 1/8. These are 3 and up. At allowance conditions, there's a heavy favorite here. The number 5, Admiralty, Jerry Bailey.
And they're off. Admiralty, Our Exuberant Lad, and Lies of Omission break together. Those 3 heading for the first turn together. Closest to the inside, it's Our Exuberant Lad. Lies of Omission right alongside him, and just to their outside, it's Admiralty. Down to the inside, Native Tribe runs in fourth in the early going. Then Exalto and Thorny Crown running together. The early trailer will be Heavy Rain. He's about 7 lengths from the lead. Our Exuberant Lad leads through a quarter in 24 1/5 seconds. On the outside, Lies of Omission. Robbie Davis has a hard hold of him. Despite the restraint, Lies of Omission pulls his way up to the lead. Our Exuberant Lad counters immediately to reclaim it. Admiralty continues to run along with this moderate pace on the outside. Third, Native Tribe is fourth. Then it's Exalto, farthest out into the track, Thorny Crown with a clear aim at the lead. The trailer, Heavy Rain. The pace is 48 3/5 seconds. Soft fraction so far, 4.5 furlongs to go. Our Exuberant Lad, Lies of Omission, Admiralty, Native Tribe makes it 4. Thorny Crown makes it 5, heading for the lead into the far turn. 5 lengths to Exalto and Heavy Rain. Around the far turn, Our Exuberant Lad, short lead. Lies of Omission continues to run with him. Admiralty on the outside, hung up 3 wide. Native Tribe trying to keep up. Thorny Crown fades to 5th. A break of 4 back to Heavy Rain coming up the inside. And Exalto. The field turns for home. Our Exuberant Lad cuts the corner. Admiralty to the attack. Lies of Omission working harder to stay with them. Native Tribe charging hard down the center of the track. Heavy Rain coming up the rail inside the final furlong. Our Exuberant Lad still holding them off. Heavy Rain charging hard on the inside. Native Tribe full of run down to the line. Heavy Rain got it. Heavy Rain.
Up the rail to Summervale comes Pat Day on Heavy Rain. Not an easy horse to come up with, actually, but certainly benefiting from the pace and the use of the inside. Pat gets this one home. Frank Martin not having a bad meeting up here at Saratoga. Viola Summer, the owner. Pat Day riding Heavy Rain. This is a 7-horse field. Pretty big try. 24, 29, 37, 20. Native Tribe, 9 and 7/10. Our Exuberant Lad, 10.40. A lot of show money on Admiralty. The Exacta 7-2's 244.50. The Try in this 7-horse field, 7-2-1, $1,457. Here's the 8th, mile to 16th, Melon Turf, 3 and up. These are state breds, non-winners of a race other than maiden, claiming the favorites. Sounds Like Scott and Misty Midnight.
And they're off. Biggie Munn strikes out for the lead on the far outside. Here comes Bud Like. Bud Like and Biggie Munn will go head-to-head early. Sounds Like Scott up close and down inside. And between horses, Irish Patriot, Misty Midnight, 3 wide, 6 feet under, 4 wide. Mr. M.O. hung up there 5 wide. And then it's College Point tucked away in behind the first flight, saving ground, followed by Count on Gold, and it's 3 lengths back to Squeaky Clean the trailer as they make their way into the backstretch. Bud Like a length. Sounds Like Scott now running second. On the far outside, it's Irish Patriot now advancing toward the lead. Misty Midnight is also up with the first flight. Biggie Munn is right in the thick of it, 6 feet under. On the far outside, 4 wide down the backstretch. College Point is only 3 lengths from the lead and moving through between horses. Then it's Mr. M.O., then a break of 3 back to Count on Gold, 6 lengths back to Squeaky Clean the trailer. It's been a contentious opening half mile, running 46 and 4/5 seconds. It's Bud Like and Sounds Like Scott matching strides on the lead into the far turn. Bud Like in front by a neck. Sounds Like Scott still glued to him, second by 2. College Point running in third. Misty Midnight 4th. Biggie Munn coming through now again. Biggie Munn now running up to be 4th. Mr. M.O. is 5th and running wide. In between horses, Misty Midnight is now losing ground. Irish Patriot down on the inside, 6 lengths from the lead. They head for home. Sounds Like Scott on the outside. Bud Like toward the inside. Those two quickening up together. On the inside, it is Bud Like. On the outside, Sounds Like Scott. And 2 of them going head-to-head here. Biggie Munn trying to gain on them late. Sounds Like Scott in front. Biggie Munn coming fast at the end. Bud Like now third. Sounds Like Scott holding on 3/4 of a length.
Sounds Like Scott may not like to win, but it's faster than Misty Midnight, the one they made the coach choice. Sounds Like Scott quite a bit faster and about to prove it. Richard Bomsey, Leo O'Brien, Jose Santos. 540, 350, 280. Biggie Munn, who ran 2 excellent grass races up here last year. 1367.30. Bud Like in the speed duel and still there. 760. The 1-4-67.50. Try 149, $840. Pick 3, 3 of 3, 700 even. Pick 6, a little difficult unless Mr. Tesha had it, and I guess he didn't. 5 of 6, $1,353. Carryover, almost 61,000. Here's as much as we can show you of the 55th running of the New York Turf Riders Cup. It's a grade 1, $100,000 added, 2 3/8 over the steeplechase. Let's pick it up.
By High Card, Strawberry Angel is second to last, and Mr. Yankee trails the field as they near the top of the stretch. And there is but 1 fence left. The field turning for home. TV Gold coming wide. Petrosky is there. Green Hollander trying to hang in there. Down toward the inside, it's Prime Legacy. Stop and listen. Coming over to the final fence now. Petrosky is first over. Prime Legacy down inside and TV Gold. And they're coming down to the line. It's Petrosky. Petrosky under Keith O'Brien coming to the finish. TV Gold and Petrosky has won.
That's a double for Leo O'Brien. He won the 8th race, and his son Keith's about to go to the winner's circle aboard the winner of the 55th running of the New York Turf Riders. Petrosky, the Fox Ridge Farm, Tom Boss, Keith O'Brien. 1347.30, 550. Blythe Miller not to be shut out. TV Gold 967.50. Prime Legacy 880. 7 1's 154. Try 713, $2,094. Here's the finale, a mile to 16th. Melon Turf, fillies and mares 3 and up. Now one's the 2 other than the favorite, number 5. I only have eyes for you, John Velasquez.
Let's get title.
And they're off and down toward the inside, run and gun. Here's Map sprinting up on the outside, and farthest out Sponsored is there. Toward the fence, it's Polar Spring. They're moving for the first turn, and Polar Spring and Map will go out together, and they're moving at a lively early pace here. Run and gun, just in behind them third, Sponsored on the outside. Around the first turn, up top, it's Polar Spring, the leader by a length. On the outside, Map running along in second. I only have eyes for you, very headstrong. John Velasquez trying to settle her down, running in third position. It's another 2 back to Run and Gun fourth. Sponsored is 5th on the outside. At the inside, Majesty's Dream running along in 6th, followed by Storm Runner and Mandarina, who's in the clear on the far outside. A break of 3-2 on the treetop, and the 2 trailers are Pageant Princess and Double Wow. Moving up the backstretch, the quarter in a demanding 22 4/5 seconds. Polish Spring is the leader. Map continues to press this excruciating pace. 2.5 lengths back. I Only Have Eyes for You is running 3rd. Around the far turn, Polish Spring still in front. Map makes a move for the lead now. I Only Have Eyes for You looms a threat 3rd. Run and Gun on the inside 4th. Sponsored is 5th. Followed by Mandarina on the treetop. Majestic Dream coming through an opening on the inside. They're nearing the top of the stretch. Map and Polish Spring turn for home together. I Only Have Eyes for You, poised for the stretch drive on the outside. Then it's Sponsored, Run and Gun down toward the rail, followed by Majesty's Dream and Storm Runner in the final furlong. Polish Spring resurgent in the stretch. Polish Spring has reclaimed the lead from Map. It's Polish Spring by a neck. Map trying to get back in it. Polish Spring and F. Map on the far outside. Pageant Princess closing late. Here's the line. Polish Spring has won. Map is second.
There's a nice Kentucky trainer exacta. Neil Howard wins at Polish Spring. First time out in this country. Showed 2 turf works up here. Will Farris Jr., George Bolton, Julian S. Reynolds, and Neil Howard. Pat Day up. 1889 56.50. Map, Frankie Brothers and Shane Sellers. $7, $5.80. Sponsored, $10.60. Zacta 410, $107.50. Try 410, $11, $2,540. Double 7 and 4, $77. Tomorrow in the second, the 9 Jet Slew. In the third, the 2 Dixie Flag, 14 Silver Chill, 17 Miami Mama, 18 Ascutney, 19 Market Miss. In the 7th, the 3 Testy Tau. And in the 9th, the 13 Final Clearance through the 16 Dancing Gator. I can't get over the kind of weather we're having. Really, if you were thinking of coming up, it just couldn't be better. This is late in August. Generally, we're almost out of here, and yet we're still having great weather. See you tomorrow. Good night. May the horse be with you.